The infinity pivot is a great way to practice your heel pivot in both directions in quite a small space, so you can use this as a drill. The main part of this move is working out how to keep your power between pivots. So I'm going to show you a couple of little moves you can use to push yourself into the next one. The first one you can use is you can sneak a little T-push in there. So what I do is a T-push and then I go into a stagger. So again, I have a whole video on T-pushes. I'm going to put most of my weight on this back foot, lean on the 2 inside wheels and push my front foot away. And then for this one, what we're going to do is do that, and then I'm going to do a toe manual on this foot and turn it. So I do that into my stagger. Because the move itself is quite quick, you need to get into this stagger quite quickly. So I'm here, I'm going to push and turn my foot in the other direction, because we're going to do both ways. Here, push into my stagger. The other option is to use the heel to pull you. So if I'm skating along here, I'm going to put my heel down and push down into it and then use it to pull me. So what's happening is I'm pushing down into the floor and pushing really hard on my edges, and it's pulling me along. Very much like you do with a 1 foot bubble. I'm just doing it on my heel. And that gives us loads of speed to use in between that pivot. So when you think of doing the infinity pivot, think of the infinity sign. So each pivot is going to be a teardrop. So when you do your pivot, you want to have this heel here and this foot's going to go wide and come back. Now, the more you can push down into these 2 back wheels, the easier it's going to be, because you're going to go wide, come up. And just in doing that, it's going to give you some power. So you might find that that's almost enough to keep going, because it's quite powerful here. And I'm pulling my feet together here. So I'm digging this foot in and pulling. Dig this foot in and pulling. But if you're not getting enough power, I'm going to show you where we can use our little move here, our 1 foot bubble on the heel, and where we can use the T-push. So I'm going to do my pivot here and I'm going to pull, but at this point, I can put this foot down and do my T-push. Here, foot down, T-push. Here, foot down, T-push. So when you build it up to speed, it's very, very quick, but it is there and just gives you that little bit of oomph, so it looks a bit smoother. The other option is to use this 1 foot bubble on the heel, and this is really nice because it's even more of a discreet push, because you're going to have your heel up anyway, so it's quite a nice lead in and it gives you a bit of a sway. So heel pivot here, this goes across and then in. Up. So it's across and in, so it gives you that swoop. Down into the heel. You see how it's pulling me? Pull. And it's nice because that heel's already up. So there's lots and lots of options and you need to work out which one works best for you. There's a few ideas just to help you keep that momentum between pivots. These types of moves are great because it helps you find that push from nowhere, and having these tricks is going to help you transition from one move to the other in all of your skating. Now I do have videos on the heel pivot and the toe pivot, so I shall link those for you. I'm Katie, watching Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye!